Alright, what's up guys? Got another one here today, doing a Hyundai steering stabilizer bushing. I have these small little rubber plastic bushings that go in on the steering column inside of the car, and they love to break and go bad over time. So we're going to show you how to change one of those out today. And step one is you want to go ahead and disconnect the battery. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. If you guys are looking for the part, here's the part number, and I'll take the part out of the bag for you here real quick. This is what it looks like. Just a small little piece. It's just pretty much a bushing that goes in. It's just a star bit, fits snug right into the wedges, keeps everything nice and smooth is what it's meant there to do. I always feel safer, like I say in all my videos, taking the battery clean out of the car. I'm just a very big precautionist. You never know what kind of crazy thing could happen. You know, I don't want anything happening to where those cables slip, touch, you know, come loose of where I have them wedged in or whatever the case is. More than likely you'll be a-okay. I've never had a situation like that, but you never be too safe. All right, next step is not a necessary step. You definitely don't have to do it, but it definitely does make it easier for people who are 6'1" and bigger, or just, you know, close to that height in general. Makes it easier to squeeze up in there. We're gonna remove the seat. We're gonna not remove it all the way. We're just gonna take the 4 bolts out, unplug it, and kind of move it back. The wiring might be long enough to where we don't have to unplug it, but either way, we're gonna go ahead and kind of shift that back so we can get up under there a little bit better. And if you
So these 2 caps are just on the bolt covers. All you have to do to take them off is pull both of them, and it's as easy as that.
So, we found a nice bungee cord just in case we need to keep the seat down on a later date. All right, so there's gonna be, on this one specifically, there's gonna be 3 plugs. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the white one. This yellow one, you have to pull straight up and kind of push down in a sense, but that'll unlock that. And on this back one back here, there is a lock on it. So I am gonna have to get something up in there to pop that open real quick. There we go. Boom, and then just like that. There we go. Yank that thing up. All right, so now we should be able to take this seat. We should be able to pull it back. What we're gonna do is we're gonna be getting all these covers off. So on this one, there's gonna be this screw. What I like to do beforehand, before doing anything, is pop that fuse piece out and then take the pick, just pop that OBD2 skin connection out. There we go. That centerpiece. So as you can see, we're unplugging all the connections behind the steering wheel after getting all the plastic covering off. On one of the connections on that module, it's on the right side closest to the driver's seat, there is a blue clip. It's a lock. It looks, hold it down a little more, right there, yeah. So it looks like that. It goes into one of those connectors that needs to come all the way out before you're actually able to press it up and release it. And then we'll start removing, there's a metal plate that is up under there that we have to remove, and then we can start marking everything, unplugging the rest of the connections that are up under there, which should just be a couple, and then we'll get this whole thing removed and out onto the ground. Alright, so if you pop out this little foot panel piece down here, that'll help access some of the bolts. Since the carpet is velcroed, you can kind of pull it back a little bit. So right there is that steering shaft that I am talking about. You'll see how it has that bolt going through it. On that bottom side, right where that kind of yellow line is, we're gonna put one of our own markings on the upper and lower part so that when we go to reinstall everything, it all lines up precisely. Yep. It's got these splines on it that help lock it in. You'll know it's in place because there's actually a little cutout slot in the shaft itself that will actually not allow you to go further up or down. It'll lock it in, kind of like ball joints, if you've ever seen those style of ball joints. Alright, just like that, after removing everything, you should be left with something a little bit like this. Alright, so you want to make sure you're not removing these ones, you're removing these. But as you can see here, there is no more bushing. This bushing has disintegrated. There's supposed to be one here. There's this portion of it. But that's about it. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and clean this mama jumbo up. Put that puppy in, so it only goes in one way. So yep, right there in those wedges, and then those other wedges will line right up. You might have to twist and turn a little bit, but like I said, it only goes on one way. You'll feel it go down. Did it go down?
Yeah,
I guess it did. Yeah, now you're ready to rock. Well guys, after you get everything installed, pretty much you just reverse the process. Just start installing everything back in on the steering column. Make sure all that on the inside is plugged in and all good to go. After that, install the battery back in, and we'll show you what that looks like here in a second. All right, so at the end, all the plastic should be back, seats back in place and plugged in. We are about to throw the battery in and tighten that all down, but you guys should know how to do that. And there you go. That's how you do one of those steering bushings in a Hyundai. Tune in for the next one.